The historic Red Lion Inn in the South Shore town of Cohasset has been welcoming visitors since 1704. First, a standalone house.
Now, we weren't an inn at 1704, even though we say we've been here since 1704. It was originally a home, a small cabin with a barn.
By 1728, the home had been turned into a simple tavern by Christopher James, a place where locals gathered over ale, news traveled by horseback, and weary visitors could rent one of a few rooms upstairs for the night.
And he noticed when people stopped and had a few drinks, they might need to stay over. So the upstairs became a couple of rooms.
One of those original rooms, room number 1, still exists today. Over the centuries, the inn grew and expanded alongside the town.
So we have 15 rooms. You call them a boutique inn because basically every room is different. It's not your typical Marriott courtyard. You're not going to find any similarities from room to room. There's some similarities, but everyone is different.
Here, history lingers in every corner. The original wall, now framed in the restaurant. Original fireplaces, they're still here too. Just don't try to start a fire in one of them. A barn once stood beside the inn, believed to have been used during the Revolution.
They used to use this for storage for ammunition in the old barn. So we had a lot of soldiers, people fighting against the British, hanging out here. It was a main gathering place.
Today, a new barn stands in its place, now a much larger gathering space where couples celebrate weddings beneath rustic timber beams.
We do a lot of weddings here, probably about 180 a year, and that's a big moneymaker for us.
Even after 1776, the Red Lion Inn had stories tucked behind closed doors, particularly during the Prohibition era.
We used to smuggle rye whiskey through a trap door. It would come in from Canada.
While taverns and inns tell the story of travelers and the Revolution, another structure offers a glimpse into ordinary colonial life in Massachusetts.
This house is very much like it was, and it's so unusual.
In Dedham, the Fairbanks House has stood since 1637, making it the oldest timber frame house in North America.
1637, the town of Dedham is being founded, and one of the founding families is Grace and Jonathan Fairbank. Now, this would have been their original home. They built it to house their family. They came over from England with 6 children, long journey, but they all made it safe and sound and settled right here in Dedham.
Generation after generation for nearly 300 years, the Fairbanks family lived here, preserving a rare snapshot of everyday life before the United States of America even existed.
The Fairbanks family has been the only family that has lived in this house. From 1637 to 1904, they passed this house 8 generations down the line, making it even more unique.
A museum now for more than a century, visitors discover it feels less like a museum and more like time standing still. The structure remains remarkably unchanged.
The wood joinery needs to be very precise, but it allows for a house that is structurally sound and can weather the test of time.
Each room with low ceilings and uneven floorboards tells its own story.
We are really sturdy when it comes down to it because there's no metal to fail in our house. It's just strictly wood on wood, and it has lasted centuries.
The kitchen, where meals for the large family were prepared on an open hearth.
A lot of the meals were passed around in these wooden implements called trenchers.
Small workspaces where spinning wheels filled the room.
Spinning would be something done by the women, and we have a couple of different types of spinning wheels here.
And rooms where the family stored butter and cheese long before refrigeration or modern convenience.
They would use the cheese press. We have some molds here, and then it would age in the cheese house.
Long before modern Massachusetts took shape, these buildings were here, and even through centuries of change, they've survived.
All of these interior timbers are still the original 1600s timbers. When you work with such high quality materials and you have such high craftsmen doing that work, it just can last centuries.
Indeed it can, and the Mass Cultural Council recently awarded the property a grant to support restoration of the museum's historic roof, recognizing the national significance of the oldest surviving timber frame house in North America. This is a matching grant, and the museum will be seeking public donations to help preserve the property. We'll have a link to information on our website.